All right. I guess let's do the fucking thing. Wh- I can't help it. Jesus.
You don't like?
You guys, this is going to be a fun one. It's the Loose Screws podcast. I'm Commander J Antrax. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. I should say the date. It is the 29th of August, and this is the first time we're making a recording with the new system, paid for by our generous patrons. Thank you, patrons, for supporting the show. The goal here is that we're going to end up with a higher quality recording, but we have been I've been wrestling with this thing all day, trying to get it set up day of, and honestly, I don't know. So if this sounds bad, or if there's, I don't know, if there's problems, then it's because I didn't fucking figure it out in time, I guess.
We're just going to blame Chase.
Good thing with that preface you just gave is if this is a disaster, we blame our patrons and then beg them for more money.
If this doesn't work out, there's other systems we can use. Yeah. But yeah.
When Trax says higher quality podcast, he means audio quality, not content.
There is
yeah, that's right.
This is going to be extra low.
So I'm joined by Commanders Chig, Teflon, Hate, and Nurgle. Welcome, everyone.
Greetings and salutations.
Hey, how's it going?
Howdy.
And okay, so here's some more background for the listeners at home. Our new system includes like a running waveform when we speak, and that we can see the last like 30 seconds worth of waveform. And Chigs decided to try to draw penises with it because, of course, he did.
Whoa.
Also, fair warning, they've given me way too much power. I have admin power here, and I'm going to use it at some point.
Yeah, we have a built-in soundboard that not just I have, but everyone has, and sure, it doesn't have that many
you don't
sounds
like it?
in it right
Fuck
now,
you.
but anyone can trigger them, and
we all have access, and you know what that means.
Thargoid.
You don't like it? Fuck you.
Oh god!
It's like getting a new toy.
So, everybody, this is going to be a short episode today because we're really just testing shit out, just for fair warning, because we don't know how this is going to go.
Yeah, honestly. So
I'm gonna break something at some point.
Let's try to pretend like this is a real episode, though. There isn't that much going on, but I'm sure there's going to be a squad update, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go through all the motions here.
We're going to do the stuff.
Yeah, and should we talk about our weeks?
Sure.
Yeah. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, it's gonna be Chig.
Is that exciting? All right.
Yeah.
Oh God, here we
I
go.
have friends from across the pond. My buddy of mine who's lived in England for the last 20-some years, and came over with his two daughters. One's a year younger than my daughter, one's a year older, and we went to a Renaissance festival, and I spent way too much money, ate too much food, drank too much beer. It was awesome. And then today we went to the Mall of America, and we did an escape room there. That was fun as hell, too. Oops. I just burped. Sorry. But that's all I got.
You know what sucks? When that happens, the first thing I thought of was, oh my God, his mic's cutting out here too.
Yeah, no, I literally was trying to get through that sentence. I felt it coming. That's why I was talking super fast, because I was trying to get it out because I felt that coming and I didn't make it. My bad.
Oh my God. Okay.
But as they say, you don't like it? Fuck you.
Yes, that's going to be nothing but trouble.
Yeah, that's all we got there. Literally. Nurgle.
Oh, that's it. Oh, he's done.
Yeah, I'm literally
Oh,
done.
he's done.
Oh, Joe, he's done. Okay. Nurgle, you go.
Okay, well.
Nurgle,
so,
you go.
Anybody else want to tell me it's my turn?
Go.
God damn it.
All right, so My lovely wife, Mrs. Nurgle, is currently doing prep for her 6 a.m. colonoscopy. So she's having a lovely, lovely night.
Oh man, I felt
betraying
that
some
pain.
kind of HIPAA rules or something. What's going on? What?
I felt that pain a few months ago. I totally get it.
And in the past week, I disappointed a large number of 4th and 5th graders. So my wife obviously is an elementary teacher. We both coach an archery team. And the very end of last week, we had our first meeting to get everybody organized for this year. And we had some of our old students come back and help with the new students. And they were giving me hell about me not entering archery tournaments. So I may or may not have buckled to the pressure and told them that when the archery season starts in February, I'm going to enter an archery tournament. And then I went and looked because I teach these kids archery. The only bow I have right now, because I've shot bows all my life, but the only bow I have right now is the same bow that the kids use for archery. So this was going to be a perfect opportunity for me to, rationalize why I was going to spend some money on a new bow. And then I looked at the prices. And I don't really need a new car worth of bow right now. So I don't think I'm going to be shooting at an archery tournament in February unless several $1,000s just happens to fall from the sky into my lap. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to tell them that that's not actually going to happen, because some of them were so happy they were already talking about how they were going to come out and watch me shoot in whatever tournament I decide to enter. So I'm hoping that they have short attention spans and they forget about it by then.
Yeah, you ain't that lucky. Yes, you know it's going to backfire on you.
I know.
It's Murphy's Law. Like,
and how am I going to explain to a bunch of 4th and 5th graders who have, no financial awareness that I'm not doing this because I refuse to spend $2,000 on a bow?
I don't know. I'm not the one who said it.
Thanks, man.
So because you're cheap, your kids don't get to see you compete in this thing? What?
Yeah, you could phrase it that way.
We're gonna guilt you into getting this fucking bow. Like,
I'm gonna need a second job to get that effing bow.
Just go ahead and watch one of. Good
thing Dubs isn't here, because he'd probably just buy one. He'd be like, "I already got one."
Go watch Predator. Doesn't Arnie make a bow out of some sticks and shit? And you can just go do that. Go be a wimp.
Oh yeah, that'll solve it right there. Thanks, Chig.
Yeah, you'll be great.
So yeah, that was my past week. So Teflon, you go.
Okay. We did more stuff with getting settled and getting unpacked here. We're currently working on getting the kids all established at their doctors so we can get the medicines and stuff all transferred over. They're starting to acclimate better to their school, so that's going well. And we're adjusting to a different place and different schedules at different times of the day. It's going good, though. It's just been busy doing all that stuff. And so the only time I have spent doing anything space-related has been with my brand new, just got them in the mail the other day, Spelljammer box set for D&D 5th edition. And if anybody out there has read them or watched anything about them or heard anything about them, I don't care what your complaints are. Don't at me. I like them, and I'm excited.
Good for you.
I just wanted to throw in the "don't at me" because I don't care what people are complaining about online, because I'm really just I'm gonna change everything that I want to change, kind of dungeon master to begin with. So, and I don't mind putting in the work. But yeah, they're awesome, and I love all the new monsters, and it's giving me some really good evil ideas. And I might eventually shoot my players into space because I got these, and it's really awesome.
Sweet.
Fire away. I just say that because some of them are here.
Yeah. Uh, okay, sweet. So wait, is Hate ready to go now or not?
I'm on top of it.
He's ready. All right. How have you been?
I've gotten rid of my new job soreness, and I'm outpacing people that have been doing the job for like the most recent year, which is feeling real good. And I'm working on a lot of lame mom and pop sedans and small SUVs.
So you're an auto mechanic now.
I'm a tech, but yeah, I do auto repair. And
Cool.
All right.
man, I'm so sick of Jeeps. I hate Jeeple and Korean imports. Oh man, Jeeps and Jeeple are some of the worst.
Jeeple is that be
Yeah,
anyone
there's a
who
story
owns
there.
a Jeep?
Yeah, people that'll modify Jeeps and like add lights and sound systems and do no wire routing at all. So you just have a spider web in any space where the spider web is available, and way, way, way too much wire. And they'll just, I did an oil change on a Jeep, and you pop the hood, make sure that the dipstick is there and the oil cap is there, and you take the oil cap off so that when you take the drain plug out, it doesn't burp, right? The way that the oil just flows out. I had to move their underglow controller off the top of the engine, because it was sitting just on top of the engine with unheat shielded wire leading in every direction, and it didn't have enough slack to go more than 10 inches in any direction, so I had to stay on top of the engine while I did an oil change.
This is fine. Everything is fine. This could go right here.
Wow.
People, if you have friends and you need help routing wire, ask a friend. They will help you. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. Don't be the reason I hate Jeeples. I'm Korean import.
Jeeples. That's I'm writing that down now as a possible show title.
Please at me in the Discord if you disagree or if you own a Jeep.
Oh man,
Bring it on.
He's
huh?
choosing.
Yeah.
He's choosing violence live on the show.
Violence live. I sell blood for a living. Come at me.
This dude is ready to throw hands.
That's great.
Greasy
Or bad,
hands.
I can't tell yet. Okay, does that leave just me then?
That
This
leaves
is your
just
turn
you.
now.
All right. So last week we had our big anniversary thing, and I'm glad because we just skipped all of this business, and I did not bitch about all the house catastrophes that were going on over here. Anyway, how do I make this story short? I've had like 2 weeks of chewing through this garbage. So we were having new floors installed, and that was 2 weeks ago. They discovered there was a problem with the subfloor, and these joists were high. And then every contractor in the universe told me that it was like this crazy thing, and they've never seen anything like it, and it's going to be so expensive to fix, and your builder should fix it, and you should get a lawyer because their builder won't fix it for you. And we were chasing this around for like almost 2 straight weeks. My wife and daughter got sick with a stomach bug. My wife started her new grad degree program with no floors in our house. We're walking around on dusty subfloor, and like the dogs have nowhere to lay down, and the toilet's uninstalled out of the bathroom down here. And I tried to put it back in, and it won't sit right because there's no floorboards, and I tried to shim it up, and that didn't really work either, and it was leaking, so I had to take it out again. And they finally got it all fixed, and they put the new floors in today, so tomorrow I can continue cleaning up. I did a little cleanup this afternoon. I can continue that tomorrow and start getting everything, the smaller furniture that isn't already back in the right spot. And I've had basically haven't taken any game time. We've just been going through this ridiculous crap for like 2 weeks, and now we're finally on the other side of it. And I don't know, maybe I'll play a video game at some point, I guess.
So there's 5 of us here who have basically not played the game for at least a week.
Yeah, but the good news is nothing really changed between last week and this week. And nothing has changed the week before that either.
There is one thing, but Chiggle gets that later in the show.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cake.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Yeah.
There's a little bit. Okay. So let's go through some what is that sound? It sounded like was it an animal or was it a squeaky bicycle?
It's my chair.
Oh.
The fat ass is moving around and it's squeaking.
Hey, fuck you, old man.
Clip it.
We're not used to being able to hear some of this stuff. We're getting used to this. We'll see how it comes out. Okay.
What I have discovered, just real quick,
Yeah.
our soundbite stuff, we can upload as many as we want during the show, but they don't populate into the current recording. So we can't just make up new shit as we go. But every week, I think that list is going to get stupid, or we have to figure out how to organize it.
It's going to get real long.
I may or may not have added some stuff.
Just so you know, I did try to upload a bunch more stuff and they didn't all show. It only showed some of it. So I think
they're
there's
all
a
showing
limit to
right
what,
now. I've added like
but
5
in the
just to see.
actual recording. No, I mean,
Son
they all
of a
show
bitch.
I'm telling you, it's not going to work. But anyway,
I'm sorry that you can hear my chair squeaking. I'm just trying to adjust to where it's fucking. God damn it! Just fell out of my chair. The whole damn thing tipped over. Ouch. It's only my pride that's hurt. In my tailbone.
all right, I'll tell you what. Let's start going into our normal episode things. What do you guys say? I'm going to fire off a squadron
already did
briefing.
that.
No, we didn't do it. See? Wait, why didn't the squad? Is it playing?
It's still going.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. There it goes.
Incoming priority message.
Squadron briefing.
You're going to have to up the volume on that. I can barely hear it. All right,
Need to be adjusted, I guess. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Learning curve. So, Squadron update. There are currently no wars, no elections, no expansions yet. More on that later. So the period of relative calm that we work so hard for is continuing. We are still trying to do some social engineering in LHS 3980, where we're trying to push a faction into control so we get some favorable Hazres sites so we can work on 6 Andromeda. There's a whole bunch of details about that in the standing orders page. We've really been playing whack-a-mole with some of the systems that like to overheat. There are a couple of them that are trying to bubble up right now, but there's nothing major. Our current goal still is to not expand yet until after we handle what we have going on in LHS 3980, and then we'll start up another round of expansion. So while Screw Space at the moment is fairly calm and uneventful, the people who are actually looking for some combat to do, Brotherhood of Terra Mater, our friends next door, the friendly neighborhood anarchy faction, has got about a half a dozen different wars going on and could really use some support in getting some wins in some of those. So if you are so inclined, please slide over that way and do the pew-pew in literally any of their systems where there's an active conflict. And the details for all of the Loose Screws stuff is posted in the standing orders page in the Loose Screws faction channel. And if I remember to do it in the morning, I will put some of the Brotherhood of Terra Mater stuff in there too for the people who are interested in doing that. So that'll be updated. And that's what's going on.
You said screw space.
I did say screw space.
I like that term for it, actually.
Okay, thanks. What?
Nothing. I was saying that's what's going on in screw space.
All right. Screw space. Yeah. All right. All right. So the next thing I would normally do is a Thargoid Bug Report. Here's a Thargoid Bug Report.
Who's doing the Thargoid Bug Report?
I don't know. I mean,
We
the only thing
didn't
we
discuss
did,
shit.
we played in So Song when the last time I did get to play, which was I think the next day after the last episode.
Yeah, that was a fucking
there
shit
are still
show.
permanent POIs there, but it is a shit show. And it seems like, I don't know if what is it, just us? But every time we play, we're constantly, we have weird instancing problems. We have Thargoids that hop in and then like bug out and do weird things like spin endlessly forever and get stuck in a loop where they're trying to hyperspace out, but they never do. And then 10 minutes later, they instantly vanish.
After we kill 3 hearts on a Medusa, it decides just to leave, just disappears.
Just a poof out of existence.
But I mean, as far as Thargoid news, the only thing interesting is like farther out hyperdictions are becoming more common from 22.4, what the hell, 22.460, 22.420, I don't remember. I don't care.
22.460, yes.
Yeah. Outside of the zone that we can't even
told.
really fight in, people are getting hyperdicted. So the Thargoids are getting meaner and expanding what they're doing, but we really don't know what's happening yet. That's about it. I don't know. I haven't played enough to know. I'm sorry, everybody.
Sentry's not showing any incursions either, so.
Yeah, there's no incursions. There's nothing really has changed. We're still, everybody's having fun collecting logs and turning blue Jolly Ranchers into green Jolly Ranchers. And there's the Thargoids have become aggressive a little further out. Apparently these hyperdictions involve, they don't even do a shutdown field. They just come at you with a swarm all ready to go and just start shooting right away, no matter what.
See, what would have been cool is if these new hyperdictions, they came in and did a shutdown field, and when they did the shutdown field, it destroyed like your Guardian modules or something. So there was something different about it.
New
And if you knew,
field.
Yeah, and if you knew how to neutralize a shutdown field, maybe you'd be immune to that killing your Guardian modules or getting out of range of it. You know, a way to kind of, I don't know, a gameplay loop, a way to handle a mechanic. Instead, it is what it is right now. I'm not disappointed. Yeah. I'm just very disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I'm just mad.
That's kind of that. But yeah, it is what it is. Because update 14's on the way. Woo!
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing, right? Like this update 13 was supposed to be featuring a lot of performance and optimizations, and it had absolutely zero of that. So my question on their stream was like, are we going to have any updates is anything going to happen? And they basically specifically disallowed that question. They said they had Darren Halil on again, and it was like, any other questions while we have a few more minutes? Oh, and don't ask me about like stuff that's to do with updates. Just ask about like, I don't know, designing a game.
Right,
still go check out Goid Hub.
Check out Goid Hub for sure. But update 13, basically they just turned one system into hell where you can't really go fight anything unless you really are glutton for punishment. And they learned how to add a cinematic to the game. Is that what 13 was?
Seemingly.
Yeah, I don't know what else there. Oh yeah,
for
and then
me,
you can
honestly,
do the blue
game
Jolly
crashes.
Rancher to green Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. Right, yeah. And I am not, I don't usually get a lot of crashes in this game. I've gotten at least 2 every single time I've played since update 13. I think I don't know, something server side is rough. It's like some transition will happen and it'll just crash out to desktop. And weird, menus taking a really long time. I actually force quit the process a couple of times trying to fix it because they were just taking so long to transition from, I was in a shipyard trying to go to a new ship, or just trying to enter outfitting or something like that, and it just spin and spin and spin. That's new, so I don't know. Update 13's been not good for me, tech-wise.
Yeah. I don't know. On the plus side, yeah. I got nothing. It's not salt, I swear.
Salt is just angry sugar.
Right.
I hate sugar.
So okay,
yeah,
let's put a
that's all I got.
positive. Let's
Go
put
ahead.
as positive a possible spin on this. So what they did in update, this is the positive spin. What they did in update 13 was the beginning of something they're doing with the Thargoids that may or may not be the major update that they're advertising for 14 gameplay update. We don't know. So, opinion question: where does this go from here?
God, I want
What you just said is basically what everybody says after every update ever. It's a building block for something else. And then,
Well,
I don't know.
I'm trying to put a positive spin on this.
Yeah, but when the grumpy old man is trying to put that positive spin on things, or is it grumpy old man? Definitely, the emphasis definitely isn't on man. It's on grumpy or old. So when the grumpy old man
It's emphasis on old.
is trying to be that happy, optimistic guy, I approve. Good job. Did 13 help our BGS at all?
No.
Did fix power play?
No.
no.
CQC.
What was hate was gonna bring something up. What were you gonna say?
I really want this to be like the beginning of a hellacious bug invasion, and I want to burn the bubble. At the same time, don't touch my BGS. Do not burn the bubble.
But that's why I brought this up, because this is what I want to happen. This comes with the disclaimer that prior history with FDev does not lead me to believe that this is possible. But this is what I want to happen. So the bugs took over in whatever that numerical system is that Salvation died in. And we have this anti-Guardian tech shutdown field. Now you have hyperdictions within roughly 60 light years where they're being aggressive and attacking. I want this to be a beginning of a push out of essentially some form of either Thargoid BGS or Thargoid power play, for lack of a better comparison, where you start seeing like CZs appear in systems. If we don't shut them down fast enough, some Thargoid mothership shows up, makes that new sound, smacks into a planet, shoots off this anti-Guardian field, and now the only way to dislodge them is to go in on foot with the Jolly Green Ranchers and try to turn it off, so you can do some work in the CZs to try to reduce the threat level and push them back out, and that they're actually going to start expanding and taking space in the bubble. That's what I want to happen. Because that would make, and I know Trax has brought this up a couple of times, that this whole Thargoid story up until the firing of the superweapon, they were making the Thargoids out to be some threat to mankind, and they had never established the fact that they were actually a threat. And that if they were doing that, if they were expanding and taking over new systems, and we had to actively combat that expansion, then there would actually be a threat there. There would be some gameplay to it. There would be some incentive that Thargoids are actually an existential threat to the bubble. And if we don't do anything, it really is going to burn.
Historically, for Elite Dangerous, the Black Flight was a much bigger hazard than Thargoids ever have been.
My question is Salvation actually dead? I mean, really? Oh, we saw his body. Oh, his eyes were still open. Whoa, we couldn't grab him. Obviously, we couldn't take his corpse. Oh, my God. I mean, are we looking at a Locutus of Tharg situation coming up?
Absolutely.
What's happening?
He's sitting on the bridge of a Thargoid ship somewhere. And And my question is, after all those years of working with Thargoid and Guardian Tech, how do we know he wasn't corrupted by something and the super weapon actually did exactly what it was supposed to do?
Man, that would be so cool if that happened and then they started taking systems and it actually showed like a progression. So when they started taking systems with stations, you could actually see the stations starting to get become infected stations
Yeah.
to where
And this is a lot of wishful thinking, obviously, but directions.
This is 100%.
They have him salvation, and so they get him, and then all of a sudden he becomes their tool to finally communicate with us, where they're speaking through him, and all kinds of crazy shit starts happening. But we're getting those news broadcasts where fucking caustic salvation is speaking to us with all his freaking robotic shit keeping him alive, along with alien ooze coming out. I don't know. It would be badass, but I think that he's actually going to be dead. But that's just me.
But I like where you're headed with this. That would be cool.
You like where my head is? Got it. Yes. So
I still don't think he's dead.
I seriously can't. It's so soap opera. Oh, we saw him dead. His body was right there. Well, we couldn't grab it because there were too many Thargoids around, and we had to leave him there. All right, whatever.
Yeah,
it is what it is. I'm really down on the game lately. I decided recently that I love this game so much, but I'm also going to hate it just as much at the same time, and I'm just going to bounce back and forth and bash it and love it and just to fuck with it. I'm just going to keep playing it because I love it. But I'm also going to call out FDev on what they do. And when they do something cool, I'm going to love it. When they do what they've done forever, I'm not going to like it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm going to keep playing it because I like flying my spaceships.
Amen, brother. Amen. So, yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
Is that topic done? Great job, guys. You nailed it. Let's throw Bard in here. I've got all these things loaded right up. All buckle up, everybody.
All right.
On the board, the Tin Helium Express!
Welcome aboard the Tinhadium Express. Submissions are still being accepted for CG predictions in the Discord. I'll be collecting them for a while, keeping them together, dimming the lights, listening to some smooth jazz, and taking as many liberties as I can with them. That out of the way, let's move on. August 22nd, Federation commemorates Day of Remembrance. No word on whether citizens will be getting a paid day off. August 23rd, conspiracy theorist accuses the government of a cover-up. More details at 11. August 25th, the Alliance asks pilots to help them build more self-destructive megaships, and a witch was burned at the stake to appease a god. On August 26th, retrial considered for Admiral Smoothbrain. And on August 27th, special Saturday report, Castle of Humanity may sink into the swamp as Thargoids look to reclaim huge tracts of land. And CG prediction. Multiple commanders' predictions based around the delivery of the Green Ranchers to various locations, yet none to taste the sweet treat. That's all from me this week. Have fun out there.
There is absolutely 0% the Federation gives those guys a paid day off.
What do the Guardian Thargoid relics taste like?
I'm trying to find out. I keep petitioning FDev to let us eat when we're going to be able to eat Thargoids. I got to work on my McThargoids stuff too.
Yeah.
Who's working on collecting meat and everything? Boob? Our boy Boob?
Yeah,
I think so.
Thargoid restaurant thing right now?
Somebody asked me to make he asked me to make a buy order on my carrier, and I was out of the house, and then somebody else took care of it for me. So I assume he's got plenty of buy orders.
All right.
Also, Bard,
tissue
that was
samples. Those are hard to get, turns out.
Yeah.
Bard, if you're listening, that was a good cut. I caught that Monty Python reference.
Oh yes.
I'm not gonna educate you, swine.
Yeah, we're not gonna repeat it. You either heard it or you didn't.
Either con these guys didn't catch it.
I didn't hear it. I can't hear Teflon.
Well, Teflon didn't say it. The sound effect did.
Can you hear me now, Hate?
We may or may not be having issues with hearing each other and sound effects while we do this.
Yeah, we gotta. Yeah, the sound effects are a lot quieter than all the voices, and there's no way to turn them up. I don't know what to do with it.
Just growing pains, like the show from the 80s.
Figure it out.
Don't worry about it.
So,
Chig Chat?
I don't know. I mean, Chig Chat, you pick it, man. What do you want? Fire it away.
I can click on buttons. I'm going to go with...
Yeah, you can fire
y'all, it's Chig Chat. Oh, we're going to get our Chig Chat up off in here. I tell you what, boy, it's going to be time. I tell you what, this Chig Chat. Where the cheese at?
Badass. All right, this week we got some funky stuff. I got it. Call out Blooming Wind 836. Jesus Christ. Blooming Wind 836's dog, Brick. We've had pictures of him before. He's a little one-eyed. I don't know what kind of dog that is. He's one goofy looking fucker though, but he is awesome. 9 years old. I would love to own that dog. He's really looking at the camera in this picture like, what the fuck? And then for some reason, Grover posted a picture called Swiss Shit, which is a brown block with holes in it. I don't know what that came from or why that hit the Discord. But a good friend of the show, Alec Turner, posted a picture apparently from his vacation, and he's sitting next to a beautiful big wheel. Looks mostly hollowed out of Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, which I really appreciate, but I'm massively distracted as to why he's wearing a shirt that is literally just the static on an old CRT TV. So I don't know if
that's exactly what I thought of too.
If something from Poltergeist is going to come out of that TV sometime soon, but yeah, it's really crazy. Alec, I dig the rings and the bracelet, and you're looking good, but man, that shirt, you're killing me, man. Then,
I dig the fact that carbonara was made inside that cheese.
Well, why didn't they just use that as the bowl for his carbonara? That's what I would have done, but we don't need to discuss that.
It looks like he is.
It looks like he's about to. Maybe he just ate all the cheese directly out of that, and because it's about the size of his head, that hole. So he might have just mowed that out of there. That's possible. I would have.
And that shirt is a seizure waiting to happen.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
I mean, my man, good God. All right. That's probably why he throws himself at high gravity planets all the time. He's hoping to end it all. Then we've got...
Oh, my God.
And we've got, looks like Volt, our buddy Volt, hit deadly in combat. Good boy. Then Single Malt Scotty threw moon cheese up here. Cheddar believe it. I like it. I need to try that. I've never seen that before in my life. And then we get down to a picture of me at and my family at Renaissance Festival. And then we get to the big news. The very big.
Yeah, you better put that much character work. You better put that much character work into your D&D character. You jerk.
I'll try. It's coming together. No, I bought a kilt today too, but we don't need to talk about that. And then the big news of the week. Manitouk, my man. He finally hit Elite in combat, which pushed him to triple Elite. That is going to be Combat, Explorer, and Trade rank. Kicking some ass, my man. I'm
the classic Elites.
The classic Elites.
Congratulations.
Not this new bullshit Elites, for sure. But I can't help but notice, mostly helpless in CQC. Don't know what's wrong with you, man. You got to get in there with me. I'll let you kill me some.
He does CQC a lot.
I know. So he just... I am figuring out how... He's right at the end of mostly helpless. So he's about to be... I don't know what's next. Not
Semi-pro?
dog shit, maybe. Is that the next rank? Goes helpless, mostly helpless, not dog shit. So
I think it's amateur because they do it like you're a sportser in CQC. So
okay.
They're like amateur, semi-pro, professional.
Oh, so it's kind of like the sports ball stuff.
Aren't you supposed to know about this?
No, I'm Elite. I don't need to worry about all you peasants behind me.
Oh God.
It's been so long since he was one of those ranks. He doesn't remember what they're called.
Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah,
Wow.
you're insane. And now I'm going to end Chick Chat once again, and once again, Alec Turner, change your shirt. All right, that's all I got for Chick Chat.
Thick Thargoid booty. Thick Thargoid booty.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to play it twice.
Thick Thargoid booty. Thick Thargoid.
That's not me. I'm not doing that. I did it twice.
Do that for an hour one time.
This keeps up one night. We're going to have a show that's nothing but sound bites.
Yep.
Just you wait till we get the ones we added in there.
Okay, so that's about the size of it. There's just the rest of our nonsense going on here, right? So
Yeah.
is it? I mean, Community Corner, Operation Too Hot, Too Messy continues. So get with the Hutton Orbital Truckers with that. You can
Or
find
talk to Crash.
there's a bunch of
Crash will help you.
yeah. Over in our Discord, that is being discussed in the events channel. So you can participate. It's time for cheese.
And that's all. Our buddy Teflon's the cheese guy this week. He found it.
Oh.
He put it in notes. He gets to present the cheese of the week.
Is the cheese that bowl that Alec had?
No,
I don't think so. No.
If we start
Cheese this week I found was Pecorino. It's one of the world's most ancient cheeses. The three Pecorini trace their roots back to Sardinia's ancient history of traditional shepherding and cheesemaking. Although the oldest Pecorino most likely comes from before that, in the countryside of Rome. So that's the history of it.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Man, I really wish I knew what Teflon was talking about.
Don't we all? Don't we all?
It's really about par for the course, isn't it?
It is. I mean, is he? Are you saying you can't hear Teflon?
Right.
Yeah, he said that earlier.
Why can't you hear it? Do you got his volume turned all the way down?
No, we played the Bard stuff earlier, and just before that, I noticed him talking, but no sound was coming out. And earlier, we paused the recording, and I came back and I made sure I could hear everybody, and now I can't hear Teflon.
But that's
if
not a bad thing.
It's not
if you
terrible.
click on
thing.
user administration and then click on Teflon, you can make sure you didn't mute him or something. You can also, let's see, go to settings, output settings. Nope, that's not it. Go to settings.
Do we really want to do this during our recording?
Right in there. Anyway, you can show individual user volumes. Anyway, those are my only suggestions. Okay. No, we don't. Movie anniversaries. What? There's no way there's this much. What the fuck?
End of summer blockbusters.
All right, hold on.
Is this real?
10 years
All
ago,
right.
The Bourne Legacy, August 10th. This wasn't this week. This wasn't even close to this week. This doesn't count. 15 years ago, Bourne Ultimatum, August 3rd. Even further away from this week. This is bullshit. 20 years ago, Signs, August 2nd. That's not even close to this week. None of these are close. Okay, here we go.
August 28th. There we go.
30 years ago, Twin Peaks, Fire Walks With Me.
Don't even know what
28th.
the fuck that is. I know what Twin Peaks was, but what is
Haven't got
Fire
a
Walks
clue.
With Me? Some random Twin Peaks episode 30 years ago where we should worry about.
Oh my God.
Oh, that looks like you put a lot of work in there.
80 years ago, and I'll
Hold
mention,
on. No,
I guess it counts.
It's within a week, almost within a week.
Dirty Dancing, 21. Oh, okay, it's the same date. Yeah, okay, so 35 years ago, Dirty Dancing, August 21st.
With the sways.
It's within a week.
That's fine.
I guess it counts. The sways. Yep, that's cool. 80 years ago, Bambi.
When Disney decided to traumatize children by killing a baby deer's mom. Yes, great.
Yeah.
So it began. All right, what else we got?
That's friggin' it, man. That's it. I can't wait to find out and download the recording and find out how this came out. I hope it's okay, and I hope we get over some of these growing pains and we can continue to use it. As far as the actual fidelity of the recording, it should be a lot better. I hope it's not. I don't know. I hope it's okay.
I'm really worried that we're gonna have no Patreons after this episode comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just talking and trying to defend myself, and I didn't realize I was muted that whole time.
That's why Hate couldn't hear you. Got it.
I don't know if Hate still can hear me or not, but
I missed.
no,
the joke.
I knew we hadn't done one in a while, so I
butt
just put
of
in the August
joke and I
ones.
missed it.
He's not him being the butt of the
I know
joke. Actually,
Teflon's a
is the
funny
fact
guy.
that actually is because he's not the butt of the joke, and he
You
just
really
can't hear
shouldn't
me.
say that about Hate, man. You should be nicer.
He's such a wonderful guy.
Wow,
I know he
you
doesn't
really
drive a
went
Jeep.
there with him? Hate, I'm sorry
Hate
I
is a-
defend you, but there's no defending that.
Man, I'm gonna have to.
He's
I'm gonna
such a
have to
beautiful
watch,
man.
Like half the episode.
Okay, guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna
Nurgle's
rein
fucking
this
old.
in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Please, thanks for listening to the show, everyone. Thanks, Nurgle, Chig, Teflon, Hate, for hanging out with me and this trialing out this new recording system. Dear listener, I hope it's okay.
Trialing.
English are hard.
English
And
are
it's
hard.
trial run? Is trialing a word?
And it's trial run. Trialing, I don't know. I feel like people know what I meant. And in that case, it's kind of a word.
I know my truth.
Then words work good.
Someone tell Hate I miss him.
Hey, Teflon says he doesn't.
he-
He's glad you can't hear him.
Yeah.
No,
He's pretty sick of your shit is what he's saying. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Listen, you want to join the Discord at discord.io/loose screws, and you want to come find our merch store at loosescrewsed.com, and you can find us on Patreon as well if you want to support the show. And if this was bad, we promise we're going to do better. I'm not just going to let it go. All right.
Boy, this has
I
been
hope
a
it
roller
comes out
coaster
good.
of an episode.
Yeah.
Good job,
All right.
Manituk.
Good job, Manituk. Good job, everybody. Keep fighting the good fight. And I don't know, tomorrow I guess I'll actually probably play some space. So we'll
Hey,
see.
if they listen to the episode and I didn't cut out a whole lot, that will be progress.
You've sounded bright and clear to me all night. So anyway.
Yeah, we
All right.
always do. We're like, no, stupid bots. All right, I'm done. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Kick in the air guitar.